is Epic Gaming, and today we are going to be doing Week 3 of the NFL 2022 season, and we are playing the Seahawks. Now, I'm sorry, not the Seattle Seahawks, the San Francisco 49ers. I said the Seahawks because I'm about to do something that I normally don't do, and I just place a trade with the Seattle Seahawks. Give me a friend for a third. Okay, so they need what, a middle linebacker? A third and a middle linebacker. This guy and the third. D-tackle. Third and 6 and a middle linebacker for any bar. Yes. Now let's go trade away. Josh. Boom, okay. We got our pick back, and we got Kenneth Murray. So I'm going to start to put, hang on, because I think, yeah, I'm going to start putting, I'm going to put Efrain on special teams. He's going to be our special teams guy for now. Oh no, I picked the red skin. So yeah, Efrain's going to be our kick returner and our punt returner. And we got Josh Hurley for a middle linebacker. And I re-signed Kyler Murray, and I re-signed Byron Murray. I was just messing with it, and I re-signed him. I'm going to re-sign Allen, and I might re-sign Jalen Thompson. Let's trade Jalen Thompson away right now. Yeah, I'm going to try to trade him away right now. Trade him away. Jalen. Hey, somebody has green interests. Okay, the Vikings. Is Pappy still playing for you guys? No, he's not. I guess he retired. Yeah, I had a feeling. I'll keep him for now. But let's get to the week, shall we? Still can't believe you have Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins as a scary wide receiver squad.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can buy for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
We'll do that next week.
The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot spot.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store.
I don't have to go for that trophy anymore because I got it last game.
On first down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 105 yards.
And they love what they got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Defense Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They'll set up a throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier this season with the Cards coming in
Not
on
even
top.
earlier this season,
So a
2
win
weeks
here in
ago.
Santa Clara would give them the season series. Murray now on 1st down. Going for it all. He's got
Davante Adams.
Touchdown, Arizona. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense for the Cardinals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. Kirk now, the return man. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Fights through, and now a crease. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add
I think
on
once
to
they
their
get
lead.
500 yards receiving on the year, I'll take him out.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already,
Devontae,
extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. To return it, Darius Phillips. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Leo Parra
This defense, Charles,
with another sack.
Early, a second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Sanford Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance.
Sorry about that. It feels candle wax.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return is Kirk. Oh, nice move. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They've been able to... Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, Adams, what a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Murray now. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the 1st.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore.
Thank you for joining us.
A little looser, right?
We are currently in year 2.
Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
If you're new to the channel, please become a subscriber.
On the field now, here come the 49ers. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited
I wanted
thinking his guy
Larry
was
right there.
open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, Murray. Touchdown! Devontae Adams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, good catch.
Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Zaven Collins with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work.
I'm going to check.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much.
I'm going to check their stats real quick. Of the receiving stats. No way he only has 88 yards. Okay, so start feeding them the ball more and more. Adams and Hopkins.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him?
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. Murray now to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. On the return, Phillips. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add on. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return, Phillips. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
David Collins is everywhere on the field.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Deebo Samuel
He
was the
signed J.J. Watt to another 2-year deal.
Now back to throw.
Taylor, you almost had your pick, buddy.
Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cards continue to pour it on. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute.
Okay, I think it's time to take Devontae and D-Hop out. I'm going to just double check their stats. D-Hop out for sure. And I think Devontae another big play.
You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
30-plus yard, 31 yards.
On the return, Phillips.
Yards.
Now with him in a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Devontae got his 400 yards. Yeah. Now we have 2 people at 400. This is perfect. Now I can put Pittman and Claypool and Efrain. Devontae and D-Hop are resting.
Adams on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals add on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, in jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it.
Claypool.
It's caught indeed.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the 1st half.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13
Oh, he missed it.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Phillips. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. On the return, Phillips. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to that. That pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Chase Claypool, the intended target. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return, Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow.
I might just rock with Rodney
through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Because we got Mark
on the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He looks for Ayuk again. This time he's got him. And this is recovered by the Cards. Last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is
touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense
I don't think
ready
Andrew
to
can
start their
afford
next
to run
drive.
that.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Roughing the passer.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me. Trying to
fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one good for 37 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald able to look it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking Snapped at the 1. To throw is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to be incomplete. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talk about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And this is recovered.
Taylor made his career-saving tackle.
We've seen
Wow.
this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's complete to Fitzgerald. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Right back to Fitzgerald, this time complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown.
All right, it's time to bring in the backup. I should have done that a long time ago, but...
Touchdown,
Fitzpatty.
throwing the ball.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away,
We
and
have too many weapons.
On the return, Phillips. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30.
I just have one question. Does, how many of my guys have 200 yards plus? Okay, he doesn't. Okay, yeah.
Up to the 33. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled
success of this play.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Fitzpatrick. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I want to get at least those guys 100. I'm at 100. Michael Pittman. Okay, Fitz, Claypool, and Pittman. Fitz, Claypool, Pittman.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
One
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
40 to Pittman, like 8 to Claypool, and I need...
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with it. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Don't know what happened there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
I'm surprised this guy hasn't gotten fired yet.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join.
Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
2nd and 1. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And returns it right back to Samuel.
I just wanted to check to see what players have over 200. Or over 100. So Fitz and Kirk.
These two teams, they met
Kirk
up
needs
way back in the season
33,
opener.
Fitz
This
needs
the second meeting
12.
between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this one, it's all about ball control, isn't it?
On the return, Phillips. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2nd down and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return, Phillips. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Zaven Collins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 24 yards to gain there, another 1st down as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appeared. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Set to take over on offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way
5
this one's
interceptions he's thrown.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Anthony, wow, 4 touchdowns by Anthony.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step.
18 takeaways. That has to be a record, right?
Impressive victory. So for Arizona,
well, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Tap that little bell on that YouTube app so you guys never miss an upload. And we will be back tomorrow, tomorrow with week 4. Tomorrow I'm going to try and do 2K as well. So be on the lookout for that. Yep. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.